What is Git? In the recent years, you might have heard this word Git very frequently. So, what is it? Why everyone are going for Git? What exactly the usage of Git? So, let us know about that. Hello everyone, this is Nikhitha H B from 6M ISC GMIT. So, let's get into the topic. When you are working on a project, after its completion, you'll first release one version of it. Then you add some features and release another version of it. And again you'll update it and release another version. So every time when you add new features, you'll go on releasing new versions of it. Here you need to understand that a project consists of a team of members. So all the members together contribute to a project. By this, we can know that a server is needed where the project can be stored and can access by all the team members and can modify it. This is the concept of centralized systems. Now, what if the server fails? What if the hacker steals the data? Or what if the server crashes? The project stored in the server will be lost, right? So, if you have local repository, the data will be safe. So, repository means a place to store the data. Even though the remote repository, that is server, is failed, you will have a copy safely in your local repository. So, here comes the concept of distributed version control system, which is facilitated by Git, where everyone can have their own copy of projects. Here, one person can work more than one project simultaneously. So you will be having one main branch and you with your teammates start developing a project. And when you release the final version, unfortunately, the client does not like the current version of the project. Then you will be forced to continue your project from the previous version. So for that, the Git have means you should have a backup of your previous version. So the Git provides the backup for every committed or saved version of your project. Then you create another version, and the client says that he wants the features of new version to be combined with the features of the rejected version. Means this is the rejected version and this is the new version. See, he says that he want to combine the features of new version with the rejected version. So the Git even provides this facility. So even you can also merge the files of your project, means the files of different version of your project. So, Git is software for tracking changes in any set of files used for coordinating work among programmers for developing source code during software development. Git was created by Linus Torvalds in 2005, who is the developer of Linux. And some of the advantages of Git are its speed, simplicity, and fully distributed system, and it supports parallel development, and integrity feature is included, and so on. And many of the sites provide platform for Git, and some of them are GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, SourceForge, Launchpad, Google Cloud, Source Repositories, AWS Code Commit, and so on. Among these sites, GitHub is very widely used, and around 19 million programmers use the GitHub. So today, let us know about the working of GitHub. Now let us go to the GitHub website. If you are a new user, you need to sign up, but I have already created an account, so I'll sign in. So if you have logged in for GitHub for the first time, it will look like this. Here you can store the project and you can modify it and even you can update it. So for storing every project, you need to create a separate repositories. So let us know about the repositories then. As I said before, repositories are used to store the project. So if you have created any repositories before, it will be listed here. We have not created it. So let us start a new project by creating a new repository. So I'll click new repository and let the name of the repository be C code, and let it be public, and I'll add a readme file. Readme file is used for a long description. So I'll create a repository. So now you can see that C code repository has been created, and only readme file is there. So let us create a new file. Let the name of the file be math.cpp. Now what I'll do is I'll simply type a simple C program which performs addition operation. So I have typed the code. Now I'll add a comment, small comment, addition, and let it be in the main branch itself. Now I'll press commit new file. So now you can see that here we have two files. One is a readme file, and math.cpp, which we have created just now. Now I'll realize that in this program I have not initialized any values. So I'll go to the program and I'll click edit, and I'll initialize the value. Now I'll add comment like initialized values, and I'll commit the changes. So now you can see that the value has been initialized. If I go to code and see the math.cpp file, the updated file can be seen here. And if I go to history here, I have two files, one named addition and another named initialized. So this how GitHub provides the backup. So when you are creating a project and go on creating a new files and you feel that the previous version of the file was better, GitHub provides the backup of the previous version or previous committed files. So you can go to the previous files and go on editing the files. So now let us know about the branches. So at first I have created one file math.cpp, and I added a simple code which performs addition operation, and then I initialized the values. Now what I think is I can even add the multiplication operation, but I'm not sure that I have to include that multiplication operation in my file. So what I'll do is I'll just go to the file and I'll click edit, and now here I'll add multiplication operation. And now I'll add the comment multiplication, and while saving I'll save it as a new branch, because I'm not sure that I want this multiplication branch or what. So I'll give mul test, because I don't know if I need to include this feature or not. So I'll create it in a separate branch, and I'll press pull request, but in a separate branch, the branch name is multest. So if I go to code, and you can see here there are two branches in my main repository, and here if I click, I have one main branch and multest branch. So in main branch there is math.cpp. If I go and click that, I'll see there is no multiplication operation here, only the previous changes which were made it resides here. And if I go to the another branch, that is multest, I can observe that multiplication operation has been added. So this is how we can create two branches. So if you, when you are not sure about the operation you perform, you can go on creating the branches like this, and each branch will be saved by the GitHub. So now let us know more about the GitHub forking. But before that, let us know about the merging of the branches. So now what I feel is that multiplication operation is needed to my file. So I need to merge the both branches, the file of the both branches. So to merge the branch, I'll go to the pull request here, and I'll select the multiplication file, and I'll click new pull request. Now here I need to change branch from multest. So I'll view the code. Here multiplication line has been included. So it says that there is no conflicts. So I can easily merge both files. Now I click merge pull request and confirm merge. Now if I go to the code and see the main branch file, that is math.cpp. Now previously this line was not there. Now the line has been included. So the merging operation has successfully done, and now I don't need the other branch because I have already merged. You can even keep, but I'll delete the other branch. So this is all about the branching. Soon after I delete the branch, I can see that only one branch resides here. So you can go on adding the branches. Uh, so this is how the branch works. Now, if you want to contribute to a project, what you need to do? So the GitHub provides a fork option. You might have seen that many of the companies first release the trial version of their software, and they say the users to give the suggestions or comment on that. So the programmers or users check the trial version of the software and they provide their suggestions. So how do they do that? For that you need to do the fork in GitHub. For that you have to sign out first. For demonstration purpose, I'm signing in from another account. So for time being, I'll sign out from this account. Now I have logged into another account. You can see that one repository resides here. So to contribute, you need to search the repository name. So I search the repository name. Now I have entered to the developers repository, and I'll check the file. So here addition operation has been done and multiplication has been done. So what I think is, if the division operation was also will also be there, then it will be nice. So I'll go to add file. I'll create new file. I'll give the name as div.cpp. So you can see the message that you don't have right access to, means you can just fork to the you can just add the file to the developers main repository, but it will not be accepted until and unless the developer sees your request, and he'll confirm the request. So let us try it. I'll just type a simple program which performs simple division. And I'll add comment as division, and I'll propose a new file. Here you can see the message that from this repository you are forking or adding the file to the main repository. Means you're contributing a file to that repository, and I'll create pull request. Even I can add the comment. So division is enough. So I successfully created this pull request, or I just forked. So now you can see the fork, beside that fork you can see that one symbol. So now I'll log out from this account and I'll log into the main account, means the developer account. Soon after I log into my account, I can see that someone has forked some file to my repository. Even you can see the repository previously created by me. So I'll go and check that file. Here you can see one contributor has forked, and now I want to see that what the file is. So division, I'll click on this and I'll check that file. Here division operation has been done, so I feel this as relevant. So I'll go back, uh, and I'll just merge it because the file is relevant. So I'll merge the pull request. I can even write any comment, and I can send to that developer. I'll just say thank you, and I'll confirm the merge, and I'll comment. Now if I go to the code, and if I see there are three files, readme, math cpp, and div.cpp. Previously there was only two files. After merging you can even see that div.cpp. So this is how the forking works. You can even add the description for your repository. I can type the short description here. I'll type basic math operation c code. And adding tags or keywords is very important, so that anyone can search. Searching is very easy if you add codes. For demonstrating, I'll just add the Nikki code here, because uh, you can know easily the importance of code. If I add that, I'll just show you. I'll make the save changes, and I'll log out from my account. Now I have not logged in, but I'll search the keywords or tag. So you can directly see that even though I have not logged in, I can see the repository, because it was made public. I can even go to the repository. I can even check the files. So this is how the keywords or tags play a very important role. If you put a relevant tags, it will be very easy to search. And if you need the tags, the repository to be get by you, or if you want to get your repository soon, you can add unique tags. So this is how the repository and branch and even fork works. Now let us see how to add Android projects directly into your GitHub account, GitHub repositories. Because every time you cannot type the big codes, so you can directly import the projects to your repository. For that, you need to create a new repository, because every time you add a new project, you should create a new repository. Let the name of the repository be and proj. I'll add the readme file, and I'll create the repository. Even you can make it private, but let it be public. Uh, the repository named and proj has successfully been created. Now you need to go to Android Studio. My calculator app is working fine. So now I need to add this files, or the files of the app to the GitHub. At first, go to VCS, click on Enable Version Control. Here, choose Git. Click OK. Now, you can see that this became red. Now you go to the Android. click project, your project name appears. Right click it and click on Git. Now, now click add. So you can see adding files to VCS and this became green. Again, do the same procedure. Right click it and click on Git. Here now you need to click commit directory. Now I'll add calculator comment and I'll press commit. So if you are doing it first time, it will ask for name and email. So you need to give this. So now I have got the message, no errors and 87 warnings. That's fine because there are no errors. So I'll press commit. So you can see that it is pushing, and you can see committed successful message. So now I'll again go to the Git. At this time I'll go to the repository and then I'll click push. Here you need to click define remote and it will ask for the URL. So go to the GitHub page, copy your repository. Now you can see the push successful message. Now go to the GitHub repository, refresh the page. Now you can see that master had recent pushes, means you have got that project. You can see that all the files have been imported successfully to your project. So you can see the two branches. One is main branch where only readme file exists, and if you go to the other branch, all the files from your Android Studio has successfully imported. So this is how you can import the projects from Android Studio, because every time you cannot type whole code because it will be very lengthy. So this is how you can just import the projects. So thank you everyone. Thank you for your patience listening. Thank you.